saw the clip, that means YouTube let it go through. If not, that means I was flagged. This is the story of the Commodores. Commodores, often billed as the Commodores, is an American funk and soul group. The group's most successful period was in the late 70s and early 1980s, when Lionel Richie was the co-lead singer. The members all met when the majority were freshmen at Tuskegee Institute, now a university, in 1968, and signed with Motown in November 1972, having first caught the public eye as an opening act for the Jackson 5 while on tour. The group's biggest singles are ballads such as Easy, 3 Times a Lady, and Night Shift, and funk-influenced dance songs, including Brick House, Fancy Dancer, Lady, You Bring Me Up, and Too Hot to Trot. They were inducted into the Alabama Music Hall of Fame. The group has also won 1 Grammy Award out of 9 nominations. The Commodores have sold over 70 million albums worldwide. They were formed from 2 former student groups, the Mystics and the Jays. Lionel described some of the members of the Mystics as jazz buffs. The new 6-man group featured Lionel Richie, Thomas McCleary, and William King from the Mystics, and Andre Callahan, Michael Gilbert, and Milan Williams from the Jays. To choose their name, William King opened a dictionary and randomly picked a word. The group was almost named the Commodores. The members attended Tuskegee University in Alabama. After winning the university's annual freshman talent contest, they played at fraternity parties as well as a weekend gig at the Black Forest Inn, one of a few clubs in Tuskegee that catered to college students at the time. They performed cover tunes and some original songs with their first singer, James Ingram, not the famous solo artist. James was older than the rest of the group, left to serve in Vietnam, and was later replaced by drummer Walter Clyde Orange, who wrote or co-wrote many of their hits. Lionel Richie and Walter Orange alternated as lead singers. Walter was the lead singer on the top 10 hits, Brick House in 1977 and Night Shift in 1985. The early band was managed by Benny Ashburn, who brought them to his family's vacation lodge on Martha's Vineyard in 1971 and 1972. There, Benny test marketed the group by having them play in parking lots and summer festivals. Machine Gun in 1974, the instrumental title track from the band's debut album, became a staple at American sporting events and is also heard in many films, including Boogie Nights and Looking for Mr. Goodbar. It reached number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1974. Another song in 1974, I Feel Sanctified, has been called a prototype of Wild Cherry's 1976 big hit, Play That Funky Music. 3 albums released in 75 and 76. Caught in the Act was a funk album, but Moving On and Hot on the Tracks were pop albums. After those recordings, the group developed the mellower sound hinted at in their 1976 top hits. Commodores made a brief appearance in the 1978 film Thank God It's Friday. They performed the song Too Hot to Trot during the dance contest. In 1979, the Commodores released the country-style top 5 hit, Sail On, that led to other artists to request that Lionel write music for them. He wrote and produced Kenny Rogers' number 1 hit, Lady, in 1980. Also in 1979, the group released Still, their last number 1 hit with Lionel Richie in the group. By that point, they were the best-selling Motown act of the 70s. In 1981, Lionel recorded the number 1 single, Endless Love, with Diana Ross. In 1982, Lionel Richie left to pursue a solo career, and Skylar Jett replaced him as co-lead singer. He rose to stardom as one of the most successful male soloists of the 1980s. In 1985, he co-wrote the charity hit We Are the World with Michael Jackson. Also in 1982, Benny Ashburn passed away of a heart attack at the age of 54. Founding members Thomas McCleary left in 1984, shortly after Lionel, to pursue a solo career as well, and to develop a gospel music company. Thomas was replaced by guitarist vocalist Sheldon Reynolds. Then Ronald Lepre left in 1986 and moved to Auckland, New Zealand. Sheldon left to start a career with Earth, Wind & Fire in 1987, which prompted trumpeter William Watt King to take over primary guitar duties for live performances. Keyboardist Milan Williams left in 1989 after allegedly refusing to tour South Africa. The group gradually abandoned its funk roots and moved into the more commercial pop arena. In 1984, former Heatwave singer James Dean Nicholas assumed co-lead vocal duties with drummer Walter Orange. That lineup was hitless until 1985 when their final album, through Motown, Night Shift, delivered the track Night Shift, a loving tribute to Marvin Gaye and Jackie Wilson, both of whom passed away that previous year. Night Shift hit number 3 in the U.S. and won the Commodores their first Grammy for Best R&B Performance by a duo or group with vocals in 1985. In 2010, a new version was recorded, dedicated to Michael Jackson. They were on a European tour, performing at Wembley Arena, London, on June 25, 2009, when they walked off the stage after they received the news that Michael Jackson had passed. They thought that it was a hoax, me included. Once the news was confirmed, they all broke down in tears. In 1990, they formed Commodores Records and re-recorded their 20 greatest hits as Commodores Hits, Volume 1 and 2. They have recorded a live album, Commodores Live. Okay, y'all, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.